Hi, I'm Kathy from Absolutely Fabulous at Home in New Minas. Today we're going to talk about SpringForm pans. Now, what's a SpringForm pan? Basically, it's like your regular round cake pan, except it has a little buckle on it that creates tension when you pull it tight and has a spring in it, hence the name SpringForm pan. What makes it different from a cake pan is because it has this buckle, the base comes out. This is really important if you like to make cheesecakes, because the crust on a cheesecake is so delicate, as is the topping, that if you tried to flip it out like you would do with a normal cake, the whole thing would just be a mess. A SpringForm allows you to bake your cake or your quiche, open the buckle band, take the pan out of the bottom, the base out of the pan, and now your cheesecake will just slide off. It makes it even better if you've cut a circle of parchment paper to fit, so now the whole thing will just slide off. Cheesecake pans, there really is no substitute for a cheesecake pan, or what a lot of people call them, other than a SpringForm pan. They are designed with a little rim so that your base fits in snugly. What you get, what you pay for is what you get with a SpringForm pan. Most of them will start out, they'll be quite tight. The buckle will take a little bit of work, and they're what they call leak proof. But I find over time, no matter how much money you paid for them, over time that buckle seems to lose a little bit of its tensioning. So what I do to make sure that no water, if I'm cooking a cheesecake in a hot water bath, I don't want water to come into my batter, nor do I want my batter to leak out. So what I'm going to do is put my cheesecake in here, and I'm going to wrap a piece of heavy-duty foil all the way around it, and then mold it to the pan. Now I've prevented the water from going inside or the batter coming out. Most of them will have a little grid work. This is to help facilitate them sliding off and helps for a better bake. If you only have room in your cupboard for one cake pan, pick a SpringForm pan. You can bake all of your regular cakes in it, and no more flipping them out and squishing them. You just open the band and pop the cake out. They come in a variety of sizes, and that's important because when you're baking a cheesecake, it's the depth of the cheesecake that takes a long time to cook all the way through. If your recipe calls for an 8-inch form, have an 8-inch form. There are even cute little pans to do individual cheesecakes or quiches, so that's a really sweet little thing if you want to do something special for dessert. If you've forgotten to put your little bit of parchment on the base of your pan and you don't want to cut it with a knife because you're going to scratch it, make sure you have a bakeware buddy in your kitchen. This little silicone nylon knife will cut without scratching all non-stick bakeware, so it's excellent for brownies or pizzas or anything. Has a little bit of a serration, cuts. The buddy is absolutely true. It'll be your new little best friend when it comes to taking things out of pans you forgot to either grease or put a little parchment in. So cheesecake season's here. Think eggnog cheesecake. You'll be the hostess with the mostest if you've got your eggnog cheesecake on, and we have the pans for you. Thank you.